You're listening to WNJC 1360 AM in Washington Township, New Jersey. Also on the web, WNJC1360.com or Forsyth Broadcasting Company. WNJC time is 10 p.m. It's time for the Mystic Hour.
Once again, boys and girls, Tuesday night, 10 p.m., the Mystic Hour has finally arrived. Hello out there in radio and internet land. It is I, the Mystic, coming to you live in beautiful Belmar, New Jersey, here at the Mystic's Realm Studios, and of course, broadcasting throughout the Delaware Valley. Oh yes, it's WNJC, 1360 AM, folks. This is the station of stations. I don't know if I could say that, but it is a pretty happening station, I'll tell you that. Folks, welcome to the show. This is the Mystic Hour, Tri-State Area, and the world's free call-in live psychic talk show. I'm your host, the Mystic, professional spiritual advisor for the past 15 years, here to assist you, oh yes, you, in matters of love, life, health, success, and of course, destiny. That's right. Folks, I am full of myself this evening. I'll tell you, it's been a great week. It's been a wonderful time. I am just so rip-roaring ready to go with this show. We do have a couple really quick announcements, and I'll try to get them out as soon as possible, or as quickly as possible, I should say. I'll do it as soon as now. My first announcement is, folks, I had such a wonderful time last week at Dempster's, as I always do. But those people are just so nice. And they're very generous people, and I love them all very dearly over at Dempster's in Mount Holly, New Jersey. Folks, I'm actually going to be celebrating a year anniversary over there at Dempster's coming up in September. I'll have actually been over there every week for a year. That's something. And I'll tell you, like I was saying, they're very generous people, and I am going to be there again this coming Thursday, as always, with my, bells, psychic bells on, if you will. And I'll be doing free psychic readings this coming Thursday from 7 to 10. And, come on down, get yourself something off their menu. They got some really great food. And then after you fill your belly, you can feed your soul with me. That's a pretty good deal. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention with those guys is this coming... not this coming Sunday, next coming Sunday, Sunday, August 19th, folks. They are having a benefit, and yours truly is going to be there from 4 to 6. Now, this benefit, it's a great benefit, folks. It's a wonderful benefit. I love this benefit. Why do I love this benefit? Because it's not about saving the whales, although that's very cool. It's not about saving the baby seals, although that's a wonderful thing. This, my brothers and sisters, is all about saving the breasts. That's right. They're going to have a breast fest, actually, which sounds great, but it's actually a lot better than it sounds. This breast fest, or maybe not, this breast fest that they're having, it's a breast cancer benefit, folks. Benefiting, obviously, breast cancer, and they do need our support, and what they're doing is they're going to be selling tickets online at their website. You can check them out at www.breaststop.org or breaststop, whichever you prefer, .org. And this is a Breast Stop team member. Or you can go to Dempster's Pub right there in Mount Holly and they're selling tickets for $25 a ticket, which is a pretty cool deal. With that, you get, you're in the silent auction. They have all these door prizes. They have tournaments going on and plenty of food over there. Plenty of really good food, I'll tell you that. And like I said, the $25 it's helping breasts. It's helping breast cancer research, and you can't go wrong with that at all. I think that is a really cool thing. So what I'm going to do is next week I will have, without fail, I will have one of these members of Breast Stop on my show, one way or the other, whether it's a recorded interview from, sometime during the next week, or if I can get her on here live with me, I think that'd be really, really cool. And, just let's get this out in the open. And what's really interesting is coming up, I think this is in October, and they do this every year. And get this, folks, these people have a 3-day event where they are walking 20 miles on the average a day. It's a 60-mile walk in the Philadelphia area. And this is all to, benefit breast cancer. They're looking for donations of any way, shape, or form. Each team member has to raise at least $2,200, which is a lot. But, it's really great stuff, and it's a heck of a time, and these people are really putting some really great stuff together. So if you get a chance, come on out. I'll actually be auctioning off a private reading with me to be held at a later date, which is going to be great. So if you get a chance, again, go to Dempster's or go to breaststop.org, breaststop.org, and check it out and get a ticket, have some fun out there, okay? Now, also, coming up on the 15th, my brothers and sisters, those of you that know the location of the station or thereabouts, you guys want to check me out. I'm coming to you, my brothers and sisters, over at Blue Eyes Restaurant, okay? You want to talk about a nice, Sinatra atmosphere and the whole bit, and they're having me, folks. They're actually really great. I'm going to be showing up there on the 15th, and you guys can come on out. And I believe the time on that is 6:30 to 9:30. And I don't know what else they have going on. I'm sure they've got some great stuff going on all through the week. I spoke with the owners myself, and they're just really fun people to talk to. So I think we're going to have a really great time on the 15th. So if you get a chance, come on out, and you get an absolutely free psychic reading with the Mystic over at Blue Eyes Restaurant. And, again, stick around for the food and the drink and the good times that I sense I'm going to be having. I confess this is going to be my very first show there, but I have a feeling it won't be my last. I just sense it's going to be really fun. So come on out, and there may be some other special prizes. You just never know. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So I will be appearing this coming Thursday at Dempster's. I will be appearing next Wednesday at Blue Eyes. We're recapping here, folks, for those of you just tuning in. And again, Dempster's coming up on Sunday, the 19th. All right, that's it. So other than that, I'll give you those call numbers. You can give us a call at 856-227-1360 or 856-232-7077 for your absolutely free psychic reading with me, folks. It's a pretty cool thing. We do have callers on the line, very patient ones, too, I might add, as they allowed me to battle this time. So we're going to take one of these lucky callers now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Good evening.
Are you there? There you are.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. And how can I help you this evening? First off, your name?
My name is Trish.
Trish. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Morgantown, Pennsylvania.
Ah, and how can I help you, dear?
I was just wondering if you might be able to give me some insight into
I'm sorry, Trish. Could you speak up just a bit for me?
Sorry.
There
I was
you
hoping
go.
you could give me some insight into my son and homeschooling this year.
Okay. Okay, stand by. Okay. Wow. Here's what I'm... And for the sake of argument, Trish, how about giving us a name for your son?
Connor.
I'm sorry?
Connor.
Okay, how about we'll just call him Con for now?
Okay.
Right on. Okay, here's what I'm seeing with Con. You know, I do sense that this is a very smart kid, and I don't think that the homeschooling is because of his mentality. It seems to me that there's a lot of torture involved with this one. And I feel like a lot of it is, it's inside, not out. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. I think the homeschooling is a good idea, and a couple reasons why. The main one is the fact that you do seem to have a saintly patience to you.
Thank you.
You with me?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. And I do mean saintly. You know, I almost want to say ungodly, but I was afraid you'd take it the wrong way.
No, I totally understand what you mean.
Okay. Yeah, you know, and this is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is so much confusion with this one. And, you know, I don't think he's making the right choices because of that. But I do feel that he's completely, totally thrown himself into your lap here. I truly feel that. Like, you know, doing the whole Star Wars thing. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and I truly feel that. But, you know, this tells you something about him, though, is that he believes that it can be done. Do you understand? Because if he didn't believe, he wouldn't even bother with the SOS crap. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
He believes in you believing in him enough to make it work all the way around.
Excellent, thank you.
That's really what I see with that, and that's great. You know, so your job right now, I mean, obviously aside from the teaching aspect, you know, is you got to give him a crash course. But you know, don't just teach this one don't teach him how to survive, because that's really what I sense that you're doing right now, and you know, that's important. But make sure, above all things, Trish, and this is so, so important, and this is where a lot of parents make a mistake, I'm telling you, is the fact that, you know, we do work very hard to teach our children how to survive, and, you know, that's real primal. We don't really teach them how to live a lot, though. And I mean live, like, you know, how to truly enjoy our lives, you know. That's really an important factor. It's so big. And that's what you have to push, is the joys of life, not just the hardships. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
It's going to be hard for you because, you know, this is going to be a wall. I'm telling you. It's going to be a wall, Trish. But honestly, I really, and I wouldn't tell you this if you know, I didn't sense it, I really think you're going to pull this off. I really do. I really do.
To hear.
I really do. I really think so. And a lot of it has to do with nothing more, and again, you know, please don't take this the wrong way, but the biggest aspect you have is really your creativity. Because up until this point, I mean, let's face it, you haven't had, you know, a lot of hardships. You know what I mean? To really say, okay, I've experienced this and that. You understand? So, you know, you're having to use your creativity to make that reflect back on the kid. And it's working, I'm telling you. It's really working. I think you're using some very ingenious methods. I think the homeschooling is definitely one of them. I do, because this is going to allow him a lot less exploration without guidance. And that's what you need. That was the
problem before, yeah. Exploration without guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, this is your shot. So take advantage of it. I mean, pump it full of knowledge, yes, but, pump it full of life, too, okay? That's real important, so important.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of trying to do in the unschooling way where he could learn through living. Just going out and enjoying nature and learning that way instead of just sitting down with a book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, that's wonderful.
Can I ask you one more question real quick?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I was just wondering if you see anything that stands out in my future other than maybe a job or something. Is there anything that stands out?
Okay, stand by. Well, what we'll do, because we have a couple more minutes with you, what we'll do is we'll kind of give you a quickie general, so to speak, see where you're at, and, see where you're heading. Okay? So one of the first things that I'm seeing here is, it's really a question of finances here, dear.
Yeah.
But again, you're dealing with a really creative side of yourself right now. So, use some of that for yourself, too, not just the kid. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have some really entrepreneurial spirit, but you haven't undertaken anything. Now's the time. Now's the time to do that.
I haven't done anything with it yet.
I know. Now's the time. Because you have the goals, and they're high. You have high goals. I see that. And that's strong. That's powerful. And that's something that I preach a lot, is think as big as you can. Because the bigger you think, the easier some of the smaller goals are to achieve. And it's the real God's honest truth. So, this is the way you're pushing it right now, and this is the way it's supposed to be. So you might as well take advantage of that and start shooting for those goals right now.
Right now. Don't wait any longer.
Nope, absolutely not. Because, you already took the time to gain the knowledge that you needed for that. See, that's what your whole life was about. You understand? Not hardships like that. It was a totally different path. So now, and this only came recently too, was the hunger for that success. Only now you're starting to reach for that. Only now you're starting to go, I could really go for a taste of success right now. Right?
Yeah.
So, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is the whole point, is that hunger that you're experiencing now. It's not greed. It's hunger. It's a difference.
Okay. So I'm not being greedy. I'm not being selfish.
Thank you. Well said. That only took you 5 seconds. See, now the station's going to yell at me. So, see, that took 10 minutes. She blurts it out in 3 seconds. See, I'm going to get yelled at. I'm kidding. My producers love me. So, okay, so that's where you're at. Now, so here's what I'm seeing with your future, and this is where it all starts coming together, because, you don't really have a lot of people right now in your life that you can go to for advice.
Exactly.
All right? And I honestly don't think you need to right now. I mean, of course, call my show anytime you want. But, I mean, as far as, a lot of mentors that are close to you, you don't really have that, And honestly, I think the less cooks you have in this pot, the better off you're going to be right now.
Okay.
I really think so. Because, like I said, you're real creative right now, and it's really shining, and it's making you powerful, and it's making you appear powerful to others as well. Even in your own environment, which, is not happy right now. You're not in a great environment right now. It's not happy. And a lot of it is choice. You gotta change that atmosphere, so to speak. And
yeah,
I know you're doing that. I know you're working really hard to keep the peace.
Yeah.
But, and again, doing it only creatively. Not harshly, not rudely, but creatively. And that's awesome. So, you got to give yourself some props for that. Do we still say props? I don't know. I don't know what the kids say nowadays, but but that's the deal, you got to give yourself some love too, honestly, because you're trying to restore what you had, and that's not the way to go. You're already starting anew here, so you might as well use this fresh start and kick some butt, kick some spiritual butt, kick some destiny's butt. It's time for you right now. It really is. You have no one holding you back right now. No one. You have nothing holding you back right now. Nothing.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Let me ask you, what have you got to lose? Nothing.
Not
right?
much.
Right? Okay. So, this would be a great time for you, doll.
Excellent. Thank you
Truly
so
would.
much.
All right. So what you need to do is probably write a letter to the governor of your state. Call me psychic. This is what I'm sensing. Write a letter and explain your situation. I have a feeling you'll get a lot more than homeschool. You hear me?
Yeah.
I want you to do this.
So write a letter to the governor in regards to
your whole situation. That you're a smart chickie. You got a lot going on. You putting your kids through homeschool, and let them know what you got going on. You'd be amazed. Everybody whines and complains about our government. This and that and the other. Well, most of those people are just not smart enough to pick up a pen and paper and write a letter.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be amazed what you can get. So many grants out there. There are so many business loans that the government has, so many loopholes, so many different ways that you can, get a little help. There's 1,000,001 ways out there through our government, this government. Everybody says, no such thing as free health care. Yeah? Well, if a homeless guy was to get stabbed and get thrown into the hospital, guess what? They'd treat him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about any kind of health care plan, but that sounds like free health care to me.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of things that people are complaining about that, they're only complaining because they don't really know the facts, or they're just not thinking ahead. Like all these peace activists. These people are protesting, this war and on terror and stuff. What they need to be protesting is the terrorists. They need to go to the terrorist leaders and protest them, saying stop all the innocent killing and everything will be fine. But they don't do that. Instead, they want to, try to kill the babysitter. Can't kill the babysitter.
Yeah.
And no one else is doing it, so we have to. But, my point, coming back to you, I've started running in a tangent. I'm sorry. I love my country. I'm sorry. I think it's great. So, my point to you is there are ways that you can get some help, dear. My suggestion is you take advantage of it.
Okay. Excellent.
All right? And
That's
God
great.
bless
Thank
America.
You so much.
And you're awesome. Hey, thank you so much for calling the show.
No problem. Have a good night.
My most humble pleasure to you, and, of course, God bless you and your entire family. And good luck with your son, really. I think this is a great thing that you're doing. But remember, don't just teach him survival. Teach him to live.
Mm-hmm. I will. Thank you.
You're awesome. God bless.
God bless.
Okay, folks. Wow, it's Trish on the phone. Folks, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take another call. I know it's sponsor time. But we're going to go ahead because they have been so patient, and destiny waits for no one, right? Rock on. Okay, so caller, you are live. Good evening.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's me. Hi.
Yes, you're there.
Wasn't sure if I was the caller.
You are indeed. Your name?
Jim from Albertson, PA.
Jim, Albertson, PA. Great place. Okay, Jim, how can I help you this fine evening?
Well, first of all, I wanted to say that I had called in several months ago because every time I got my Jeep, it just felt wrong.
Right.
And I asked you about it, and you said you sensed the problem with the electrical system, and about a week, maybe a week and a half later, my alternator died.
Goodness gracious.
So I was well prepared for it when it died, and I was in the middle of the turning section. I was honking my horns. I was like, well, I was warned.
Well, you know, there are times where I hate being so darn right.
Yeah.
This is one of those.
Yeah.
But can't say I didn't tell you. So how can I help you this evening? I'm really sorry to hear about that, Jim, but you got it straightened out now.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay,
no
good. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, my company's been in a very big transition.
Okay.
And I, myself, I guess, have been in a very big transition as well.
See, that's what I really sense, but go on.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, do you see anything as far as me and the company and how much longer I may be employed there?
Okay, stand by and we shall see what we shall see for you, my brother. Okay, Jim, right?
Yes.
Jim, you may want to clean out your desk, my brother. I really sense that strongly.
And I think it's probably more my attitude.
Yeah.
Than work.
Yeah, I don't sense good things with this one. I really don't. But you know what? The one thing I do sense is, like, your surrounding issues, like why you're leaving. I actually sense this to be a good thing for you. So if I were you, I would definitely start heading in the right direction now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like start really focusing on what you really want now. Because honestly, as far as your surrounding issues are concerned, as far as your connections right now are concerned, you got those.
Yeah.
So take advantage of it, man. Really. Because I think you'd be better off doing that than staying.
Yeah.
I do. I sense it would be stronger. Now, I will tell you this. Once you do this, okay, you're actually going to be burning a bridge here, okay, a couple of them actually, like with some other, quote, friends of yours. I will tell you that. And it seems like you just made those friends.
Really?
So, you know, I don't think they're going to be around long either. Now, dealing with your distant past, you know, I understand the lack of security feeling that you're going through right now because, as you said, you're going through a transition. And right now, you're, by a lot of people's standards, you are at a low point in your life. But I don't see it that way. You can't fool the mystic. Yeah. What I'm seeing here is that you made a judgment call, and even though it backfired on you, I think you learned a lot from the experience, and that's what really made it for you. That's what really locked everything in for you. And now, because of that, you're still waiting to reap what you've sown. You're waiting to find out what's going to happen because of these judgments. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, you know, this is where you're at here. And, yeah, it's a transition, no question. And I think the job is all part of it. Like, I really do. I think you've made enough connections with the right people to where you can pull something off really, really cool. I do.
Cool.
It's just, you know, right now you're a little weak. You're a little spent on this whole thing, and that's completely understandable, you know, as far as your personal life is concerned. You know, you're a little spent on that. But, you know, this just because you're tired doesn't make you weak.
Right.
You know, so that's really the whole deal here. You know, and another thing, too, is that it seems like you're trying to overcompensate with a couple other things. And that's not doing you any good either. You know, I don't know if it's just working extra to feel better about yourself or feel better about them or what it is, but I think you're overextending yourself in a couple ways here. So, you know, take a breath, brother. Yeah. But honestly, I think as far as like this is a more spiritual journey for you because you're actually going to be doing what your instincts are telling you to do a lot more than what your emotions are. And trust me on this, Jim, this is a good thing for you, man. You need this.
Yeah,
you need this. You need this, bro. It's good stuff.
Do I have time for a second question?
You do.
Well, I guess what I was thinking of moving to is I have a very close friend whom I believe you're acquainted with, that I guess we're kind of along the same path as far as some of the things we like to do as far as tinkering and I guess artwork, creative expression, stuff like that. And we've both been kind of talking about, wouldn't it be great if we could just sit here and work on making things that we really enjoy and selling them. And I was wondering if you saw, or if you have any insight into that.
Well, how can I make that any clearer to you? I mean, you know, I told you, you got to get out of here, bro. As far as your job situation, you know, that's ending. That's going to end.
Yeah.
Okay? So you might as well take the connections that you have, connections / clients / you know, friends / family / friend of a friend / second former roommates, brothers, cousins, best friends, sisters, dogs, owners, I don't know. You get my point.
Yeah.
You know, contact them. Let them know what you're doing here. Okay? And, you know, you are going to lose a couple in the process because they're just not going to believe in you, bro. But I'm telling you, this is great stuff for you, man.
Yeah.
This is great stuff for you. You know, and really, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you make. It doesn't matter what you have going on. It really doesn't matter. You know, as long as you're doing it to the best of your ability and you're doing it eagerly, you know, you're happy to do your work instead of, you know, miserable. I mean, that's what makes it great, dude. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. Nobody is meant to be miserable in love or in life. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Cool.
So, you know, this is a great thing for you, man. So what is this that you guys are working to put together?
Well, it's just
give yourself a little plug.
Well, you know, my friend, he makes beautiful, absolutely gorgeous dream catchers. I don't even know where he gets some of the materials.
Okay.
And, I mean, he makes these gorgeous dream catchers and wands and all sorts of stuff. And,
is this Don from Barrington?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He's great.
Yeah, they are my closest friends, Don.
Oh, they're wonderful people. They call the show all the time. So you call me psychic. Yeah, they're wonderful people.
Yeah. But, you know, we often bounce around the idea of just doing our creative stuff, just hanging out together and doing stuff and bouncing ideas off each other and, you know, letting each other's creativity bounce off each other and, you know, either selling the stuff on eBay or just touring around to various festivals and selling stuff. And, you know, that's what we think we'd like to do.
Now, see, I think that's wonderful. And you get to see some of this gorgeous country that we live in. You get to, you know, meet some very interesting people. And you don't have to kill them.
Indeed.
I don't know why that was thrown in, but you don't, which is cool. But yeah, I think that would be awesome. And you know, I remember, you know, a reading with them. In fact, they had actually won a private reading with me on my anniversary special. I gave a surprise to all my listeners and callers, and if they had the secret number, they got a private reading with me to boot, which was pretty cool. So I had like 4 or 5 people that had won, and they were 2 of them.
Yeah.
So they actually got to come over. I got to meet them both, and wonderful people. And I do recall telling Don something about this, you know, whole business idea thing of his, and then he mentioned the dream catchers, which, you know, made a lot of sense. But, I do remember that, and I do remember seeing, a pretty cool degree of success with that. So why the heck not?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that would be a wonderful thing, And, it's for a good cause, good purpose. It's not, snake oil. I love those things.
Yeah.
In fact, Don promised me one, which I have yet to receive.
Ooh. No comment, no.
So you better get on him for me, would you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll see him next week or so,
Right on. Yeah, tell him I'm interested in taking a look at my so-called dream catcher. I haven't seen it yet. The mythical dream catcher he said he was going to make me.
You'll love him when you get it. Sure.
He's awesome. Hey, thank you so much. Now, is there anything else I can answer for you very quickly while I still have you on the air, brother?
Yes. Last time we spoke, you had mentioned that I would learn a lot from. You didn't know any other way to phrase it except for a very ugly person.
Okay.
Is that person still around, or did we kind of cross paths?
I think you hit that one. Yep. I think you've already crossed that path. Stand by, okay? Let me see what we shall see. No, I don't think you have, bro. This one. This
a little further down the road.
Yeah, this is an evil ugly. This one's an evil ugly. Yep.
Oh.
Don't think
that's a little bit more than you had last time. You just said an ugly person, but you didn't know how to phrase it except for
evil ugly. That's what I see.
So it might not necessarily be a happy lesson. It might be more of a hard-learned lesson.
I think this lesson's only for you to learn, brother.
Okay.
So just, and I mean, a lesson isn't necessarily learned by experiencing it.
True.
It could be learned by watching another.
Yes.
That's your mystic clue.
Fantastic.
That's what you got, bro.
All right.
That's what you get. So, hey, man, I want to thank you so much for calling the show all the way from, Pennsylvania. You guys are awesome out there. We love you. And when you're up this way, you got to come see me at one of my live appearances. Will you, Jim?
That would be cool, yes.
That would be cool. Jim, it's been a real pleasure meeting you. Again, thank you so much, and God bless you and your entire family.
You too. Have a great night.
Take care, brother. Okay, folks, I have got to pay some bills, so we're going to go ahead and introduce you to some of my fabulous sponsors. We'll be back in a few. We'll be back.
We last left our hero high in the Himalayas, seeking truth from the wise wizard who lives there.
God, I hope this guy's home. Hello, anyone there?
I am the wizard who holds the answer to which you seek. Behold, I give you the sword of destiny.
Yes, it's very nice, but that's not why I'm here.
Ah, you seek the Holy Grail, of course. Now, where did I put that Holy Grail?
No, that's not why I'm here either. I'm just looking to find a deal on computers.
Well, that's easy. Quartz Computers at 856-656-0443 are here for all your PC needs. Upgrades, repairs, all done on site. Even most warranties are honored. Check out their website at www.quartzcomputers.com or call them at 856-656-0443.
Quartz Computers, thanks a lot. Now, how do I get out of here?
I wish I knew.
That's quartzcomputers.com at 856-656-0443. Just look for the wizard in the ad.
Greetings to you. I am the Mystic. Thanks for tuning into my show each week, but it's only an hour show, and I know many of you miss out on the chance for your reading with me. So, I am available for private sessions, as well as parties, seminars, and benefits, of course. Give me a call at 856-803-4463, and I will assist you in all matters of love, life, health, success, and destiny. As an ordained minister of 9 years, I can also perform blessings and house clearings or the most memorable custom wedding created especially for you. Call 856-803-4463, and you can also reach me through my website at www.themysticsrealm.com. Feel the awesome power of a true psychic reading. To be knowledgeable about what is to come in your life is to be better prepared for it, and I will show you how to achieve better living through the Spirit. That number again is 856-803-4463, and I look forward to reading you.
Atta boy! Hi, Grandpa. What's the matter?
My girl's such a pain. She's got all this stuff to do before the wedding, and she's put me in charge of getting the wedding invitations printed. I don't know about any of this stuff.
You need copies and more.
Tell me about it. I also have to get all the flyers for the softball game this Saturday done.
Yep, you need copies and more.
Yes, I heard you. And what's more, I have to get print-ups of this year's quarterly at my firm. There's no way I'm going to have it all ready. What am I going to do?
You need copies and more.
I know I need copies and more. I'm not an idiot.
Sure you are. Copies and More is the one-stop shop for all your printing needs. Flyers, invitations, presentations, even posters and magnets. Everything can be done at Copies and More. Good prices, too. Give them a call at 856-845-6770. They'll take good care of you over there.
Thanks, I will.
Now don't forget that's Copies and More at 240 South Broadway in Woodbury, New Jersey at 856-845-6770.
Thanks, Copies and More. And here I thought you were repeating yourself because you were losing it.
No, I ain't the one who got stuck doing wedding invitations.
Grandpa. That's Copies and More at 856-845-6770. The Sketch Club. Affordable ticket prices, intimate seating in a historical building, and plenty of free parking. Conveniently located in downtown Woodbury, a few blocks from Route 45 on the corner of Glover and Logan Streets. We're celebrating the 73rd consecutive season, bringing you the best in theater and live entertainment. For performance dates and times, call our 24-hour hotline at 856-848-8089. Performances run from Thursday to Saturday evening and a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. Sketch Club is a non-profit community theater, the oldest running in South Jersey, and we're always looking for volunteers, actors, set builders, writers, and more. All creative minds are welcomed at the Sketch Club. Call us at 856-848-8089 or check us out on the web at www.sketchclub.net. Come and experience live theater with us, Sketch Club players. That number again is 856-848-8089.
Greetings, Philadelphia. As my good friend Mr. Mystic would say, are you a believer? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in music? Well, believe me, I do. This is the doctor, Dr. Lou. If you believe in love, music, and a heck of a good time, check out www.drloumusic on the net right flippin' now. Yes, that's where you can find all the information about Dr. Lou Music and Film Productions, Philadelphia's only host for independent films and the House of Blues radio hour with none other than Elwood Blues, a.k.a. Dan Aykroyd. If you are a believer and believe in yourself, believe me, this is one prescription you're going to want to take. Seriously. That's www.drloumusic.com. On your host, WNJC1360.com, your blues and independent music source.
And we're back here on the Mystic Hour, Tri-State area, and the world's free call-in live psychic talk show. Folks, beautiful night. Hot, 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 hot. I don't know where you are, but it's like 1,000 degrees over here. It's pretty hot. But we have a few minutes left in the show. We do have a caller online, so let's go ahead and take that caller now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Your name?
How are you?
I am Melissa.
Yes.
Yes, I am very well, thank you so much. And where are you calling from, Melissa?
Marlton, New Jersey.
Marlton, fabulous. And how can I help you this evening?
I would just like a general reading.
A general reading you shall have. Stand by, okay?
Okay.
And and we shall see what we shall see for Melissa. Okay. My. Melissa, here's what I'm seeing with you. All right, this is dealing with your present position first. What I'm seeing here is a big circle. I'm seeing a really big circle, and what I mean by that is like a lot of your past is starting to come up in your present and being dealt with a lot better this time.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, to be more elaborate, a lot of the past issues that you've had to deal with seem to be recurring. They seem to be happening again. And that includes a lot of the people that, the type of people that you used to hang out with. A lot of that is changing for you right now. And it seems to me that you're actually making better choices this time. Now, that doesn't include all of your choices. You know, some are better than others, no question there. But your surrounding issues right now seem to be all about, you know, that financial motivation more than anything else. That enterprising spirit that you have seems to be really churning right now. And, you know, this is the greatest time in the world to, you know, get in school and make stuff happen, which I really sense is exactly what you're going to do. So, you know, this is a really strong aspect for you right now. Plus, you know, and I got to say this strongly, you know, it's kind of a lucky aspect because right now you don't really have a lot of people to turn to that are really, really smart, you know. So you're actually working really hard on your own trying to, you know, go through this with guts and vigor, and this is working for you. The thing you have to worry about right now, though, is a lot of your past has been a lot of sacrifice, dear, for others, which is great, but you got to look out for you, and that's something you don't do very well. So, you know, this is one of the choices that you're going to have to make now, you know, to really make a good, cultivated, prolific, you know, rise, because that's what you want. You know, you want to grow. You want to, you know, succeed. You want to progress. And the only way to do that is to follow that gut, follow that spirit that you have, because it is really strong in you right now. It's just you don't like what it's telling you a lot of the time. Because you want to go back to your emotional side, you know? And every time you've done that, it's been the wrong answer. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Every time you have let your heart take control of your life, you have been wrong.
Okay.
So stop doing that. Knock it off, Melissa. Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, I see a lot of growth in your future right now. I see a lot of really strong, productive aspects with you right now. All about the goals right now. I really see that.
Okay, that's good.
So, you know, but it's not going to happen by itself, though.
Yeah.
So you got to work this. And I'm telling you, with you, as smart as you are, a little bit is going to go a long way. I really sense that.
Okay, that's good.
Every time you take a step, God will push you another two. I promise.
Okay. Great.
He promises. He'll hook you up. But you got to look out for yourself.
Okay.
Yourself. And that's hard for you, isn't it?
Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know, especially like in the relationship aspect, you give until you're so screwed over that, you know, one of you moves on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So there's some sacrifice right there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Guess I was right after all. Oh, I call him as I see him, dearie, on my show. You know, I do. But honestly, Melissa, you're pulling yourself out of some really crappy territory. And this is awesome. and it does take a lot of guts. But it also takes a lot of brains. Not everybody can. You know, because I sense, you know, that you've been, you know, doing some stuff you really don't want to do right now. You know, as far as career choices.
Oh,
you know.
Career choices.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's time for you to figure out what you really do want to do. I mean, the money's fine, but, you know, figure out what you really want to do.
Okay.
Because you're really strong right now. You've got a real strong sense of production, and you got nobody interfering with you right now.
Mhm.
You know, and it's all about the growth with you. You've just, you know, had a really strong spiritual experience not too long ago. I really sense that.
Yeah, I feel that also.
So, you know, this is great stuff for you, doll. And the only way to truly listen, and this goes for all of you out there listening, the only way you can truly follow God's Word is not by listening to your heart. It's by listening to your spirit. It's by listening to your instincts. It's by listening to your gut. It works for all the animals on the entire planet. Every single insect, every single bird and dog and cat and whatever, you know, they all follow their instincts to the letter, and they've survived for millions and millions of years, you know?
Mhm.
We're the babes of the planet. We've, you know, only been here for a couple million years, I think 4 million years or something like that. But it's not a very long time in the big scheme of things. But, you know, the difference is we can choose to listen to our instincts or choose to listen to our heart, our emotional side. And, you know, that's where the real test of God comes into play is, you know, the fact that we have the choice to either listen to what God's telling us through our spirit or to try it our way, whichever way that may be. Either way, you know, it's not going to be good. Whatever choice you make, it's probably not going to be a good one. So your best bet is to not make any choices at all. Follow what your instincts are telling you. Follow what your spirit's telling you. And you think, well, does that make me a robot? No, of course not. Because when you're done for the day, then you can pop out that emotional side for a dinner date or whatever. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, but you can't use that to make your, you know, destiny-type decisions for you. It never works. You can't let your heart do that to you because what it'll do is it'll end you up, it'll have you back on the back burner trying to push some other schmuck that's not going to make a hill of beans compared to you. So, you know, this is what you got to look at.
Yep. Okay. Thank you
right?
so much. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. That's
Thank
what
you.
I wanted to hear. Melissa, thank you so much for calling the show.
You
now,
have a
is
good
there
night.
anything else I can answer for you while
No,
I got you on the air? We got like a couple minutes left.
No, that's pretty much
Okay,
it.
we covered it. Fantastic.
Okay, thank
well,
you.
Melissa, again, God bless you and your entire family.
You
Thanks
too.
for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, folks, well, we only have a couple minutes left, so I want to remind all of you that I will be at Dempster's this coming Thursday from 7 to 10. I'll be doing absolutely free psychic readings, and if you guys have a little trouble with the free psychic readings, because they are kind of quick, if you need something a little more in-depth, you guys can just give me a call at 856-803-4463 for an appointment. That number again is 856-803-4463, or you can reach me through the web at www.themysticsrealm.com. And gosh, as soon as I hear my going away music, I'll get out of here. But we've got like 5 more minutes. So also, I want to remind you all again about this Breath Fest. Now, I'm hoping to have the one of the Breast Stop team to come on the show and talk a little bit about this Breath Fest. I want to hear what is going to happen if I get a bunch of people to walk with me that 60 miles. That's a long way. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. But, you know, it definitely takes some serious motivation for me to walk 60 miles in a weekend, but I want to find out what their motivation is and why they would do it and how long it's been happening, because I'm interested. I just find this to, be really awesome. And, a lot of people have breast cancer, folks. An estimated 178,000 new cases are expected to occur just this year. That's a lot. So, we want to go ahead and see if we can't save the boobies. And that's going to be at the Breast Fest, at the Breast Cancer Benefit at Dempster's Pub on the 19th of August. So be there or be square. Also, this coming Thursday, like I said, I will be at Dempster's. Next week, though, I'm going to be at Blue Eyes Restaurant. I am so looking forward to this show, folks. I really hope you guys come on out. It's going to be a great time had by all. You know this. We always have a great time on my shows, don't we? Don't we? Heck yeah. All right. So, that's pretty much it, folks. That's my show. Now, I want to remind you all that you guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 next week, same Mystic time. Oh, yes, same Mystic channel, WNJC 1360. And I will come back again and give some more free psychic advice. Oh, I also want to send a real quick shout-out to American troops everywhere. I understand that once again they have reached their quota for recruitment for the armed forces. Folks, you got to remember, this whole army that we have is all volunteer. No drafting. Oh, no. All volunteer, folks. We rule, and we rule. Got to love that. Folks, I'll tell you, I think it's an amazing thing to, think about what these people are going through over there every day, every night. Everybody, I think, now in this country knows somebody that has, been affected by this war in one way or the other. I cannot tell you how ugly this war is, and a lot of people ask me why I'm not, protesting this war. And the simple matter is the war isn't what we should be protesting. What we should be protesting is these terrorist organizations that started all this crap. I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have to go over there and babysit them. We wouldn't have to, pull these Saddam Husseins out and all these, nasty people and all this horrible, horrible things that, we are being forced to do in the name of democracy, freedom, United States, Allied Forces, whatever you want to call it, the coalition. But, the bottom line is, we're not the bad guys here. We are not the bad guys. We're just trying to keep our citizens safe, and their citizens safe, and their citizens safe, and their citizens safe. And that's a pretty cool thing to do. And not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody wants to be a cop. Not everybody wants to be a soldier. But we have them. And you can't help but, want to thank them. Because if it wasn't for the police, the armed forces, if it wasn't for some kind of, regulation, some kind of laws to abide by, we would have streets, just like they have in Baghdad right now. Wild, just gangs everywhere. Everybody's got an AK-47. They can't even have a wedding without an AK-47. It's true. Part of the marriage thing is to shoot off a couple AK-47s. Ridiculous. But, and they call us, foolhardy with our weapons. Well, folks, I'll tell you, it's an ugly thing, but, war is hell, but so am I. What can I tell you? I love you all like family. You know this. You guys are the bomb. I think you guys are great. Just keep calling the show. Keep letting us know that you're alive out there. And, for God's sakes, pray to our Lord. And hopefully all of this mess will be dealt with very, very soon. Very, very swiftly. I sense it. I sense it. Remember this. All right, folks, I'm out. I love you all. We'll catch you next week. Take care.